Cody Rhodes is a boring champion. That's what people are saying. I don't know if I agree. Welcome to Bob Cigar Wrestling. This is where I chat all things wrestling. I've seen a lot of stuff online about people not enjoying Cody Rhodes' title reign. It's been a month. Let the man defend the title. He needs to defend it at Backlash. So let's talk some Backlash predictions, talk about what we think is going to happen. Let's talk about Cody versus AJ Styles. Let's talk about that match. What does Cody need to achieve here? I want you guys to comment below on what you want to happen. What do you want to see at Backlash? First premium live event in France. I'm really excited to see what the crowd's like there. Obviously, they're probably going to be pumped because they haven't seen a pay-per-view in their country before, I don't think. I can speak from experience from going to the Australian pay-per-view Elimination Chamber. Every single one of those people in that stadium was so pumped to be there, and the crowd responded very positively to the show that they were putting on there. So excited to see Backlash at France. Excited to see what's going to happen. Comment below. Tell me what you think is going to happen. Tell me what you want to see versus what do you think will happen. And let's see if Cody Rhodes has what it takes to defend the WWE Universal Championship. We've got Randy Orton and KO taking on the Bloodline. I think the Bloodline have a lot to prove here. Solo is coming up as the new tribal chief. Potentially, he's got his new family members. I think we're going to get a little surprise here. We know that KO and Randy should win this. They're veterans compared to the Bloodline or the new Bloodline. And I think we're going to get some shenanigans, as always. But what I'm excited for is how they're going to shake it up. We can't just have another Samoan run in and ruin the match. Or can we? Or how do we subvert that? I would love to see some sort of subversion in that presentation towards the match. So maybe Randy and KO are down on their luck, and we have I assume probably the next brother. There's is it Jacob Fatu? He's rumored to be coming back, so I assume he's probably going to make an appearance here. He's going to stop the match. I'm just looking for something interesting. I don't necessarily have any ideas right now what that would be, but I don't want this to be predictable. I think there's a lot of legs here with this story, so I'm hoping it plots it along. Maybe there's another member that helps out Randy and KO. I'm thinking this is probably never going to happen, but imagine a Matt Riddle return or something like that. And now we're moving into this triple threat territory, triple threat tag team. Maybe we get some moving towards more three-way tag team matches. I'm not sure. We've got the Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Jade and Bianca are going to win. They just look so strong. You look at them and you want to see the titles on them. They look like money. In saying that, the Kabuki Warriors are awesome technical wrestlers. I love watching their movesets because they're a little more high flyer action. I just would love to see something unique here. Jade is kind of proving herself each match, what she's capable of. I would love to see an extension that doesn't feel so rehearsed. A lot of her stuff feels like you're watching some gymnast. Now, she's been presented as really strong, next generational talent. I just want to see some looseness and improvisation in the ring, if that makes sense. So she feels a little bit more what's the word? Spontaneous in the ring. I would love to see that because if you match her physique and her star power and you sprinkle in a bit of spontaneity, more like how Bianca Belair, she moves with ease. It almost feels like she's in her body, whereas Jade's kind of in her head about it all. I think if they can find some symbiosis, I'm really going to buy into them as a tag team that are going to dominate the landscape. I just want to know what the story is. I think it's the first pay-per-view back since WrestleMania, so these storylines aren't super fleshed out. They kind of feel like it's a stepping stone. So I hope it steps into a further direction with the same people and not just now these guys are the tag champs and we're going to move on to the next feud. So I'm hoping we get a little bit of spice in there, something unique, a little bit some big showcase for Jade, and I know the Kabuki Warriors are going to look after her and make her look great, so I'm excited to watch that match. It's Tiffy time. She's going to be a world champion. Tiffany Stratton is going to be a world champion. Mark my words. I want her to win this match so bad. I know it's not going to happen because Bayley just became champion, but please, please give us the upset. I was talking about this last time. Naomi needs some character. I don't know what she wants. I need to find, like, what does she need? Like, what does she want? Bayley is face now, which is awesome, but she's going to be much better as chasing that championship. And I mentioned how I feel like there's a really good feud between Tiffany and Bayley here. Like, she could really be the Rock to her Stone Cold kind of situation here. My prediction is a Tiffany Stratton win with a Naomi upset. Naomi's going to be causing some grief here, potentially a heel turn. I want to see some motive there from her, and that's going to give Bayley a really good reason to chase that title. And it's going to be awesome to watch Tiffany with that title just strutting around, thinking she is God's gift to this earth. And I think she deserves it. She was so over in Perth when I was watching her live. Like, the whole stadium was chanting her name. I hope the whole French audience is chanting Tiffy time. Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. Priest looks like a champion. I don't think he feels like a champion for me. Jey Uso feels like a champion. But if we know anything about that title, it's the workman's title. It's a title that makes the man. And I don't think Jey Uso needs a title. Damian Priest definitely needs a title. He is the head of the Judgment Day. He's doing great character work. He's been doing great stuff for a long time there. He deserves that title. In a storyline perspective, I don't know. I'm really kind of interested to see what happens here because Jey has so much momentum and Priest is just getting started. So this could really go either way for me. Seth had such a long run with this title. I'd love to see kind of this title changing around a lot, and we could really elevate that division on Raw and have a lot like multiple guys kind of chasing this title. I know Drew wants it. We need to get it on Punk at some point. I would love that kind of top of the roster there, just like kind of throwing that belt around. And then it's going to create some unpredictability to that roster and to that title. And it's going to make all those guys look really, really great because, like, what happens if 1 week Damian loses it and then Jey wins it back and then Punk challenges. Now Punk has it and now Drew has it. And it's like, you could end that at with an awesome fatal 4-way or fatal 5-way at SummerSlam or something like that. I know we're working to Punk versus Drew and we're also working to Seth Rollins return. There's so much happening in the world title picture. If I have to put my money on it, it's going to be a Damian Priest retain with Dom interrupting with his sore shoulder, or the Judgment Day interrupting, that is. We'll see. We've got Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Like I said in the last video, I'm not a huge fan of AJ Styles. I don't really understand him yet. I'm still trying to figure him out. I know he had a big run back in the day at TNA and earlier pre-pandemic, but at the moment I just don't get that character. I see him, he looks physically great, looks like a great wrestler, is a great wrestler, but what does he want? Wanting the title isn't enough. I want to know what makes him tick, what gets under his skin. How is he going to be a good foil for Cody? I'm not sure. I'm excited to see. Maybe it's just going to be a banging wrestling match. But Cody has to win this match. He doesn't just have to win this match because it's the best and he's the champion, but he has to make a statement. He has to say, I am better than Roman Reigns and here's why. So this match, there's a lot riding on this. I think this match has to deliver a high quality and Cody really has to deliver something new here, something fresh, something that's going to make us think he's the champion and we're excited about him, because I know people have been saying he's kind of boring now that he's not chasing. I don't think that's true at all. We just need to give him some time to develop the story. His new story, that is. He needs a really good foil that isn't Roman Reigns. I know we have some great stuff coming up when Roman comes back, when The Rock comes back, when the bloodline's reforming, when Seth comes back. There's got to be something there potentially. But what is Cody going to do in the meantime, building off the back of Backlash? I doubt he's going to lose this title. I think Cody's going to retain, but it's going to be a really good match. I think both of those guys are going to go out and they're going to give it their absolute all. AJ has to prove something because he needs to up his character. Cody needs to prove it because if he loses the title or delivers suboptimal kind of match, he loses credibility as a new champion here. He's the face of the company. He's got new territory ahead of him. This match represents the first step in that new era of Triple H, and it represents a statement moving forward of what kind of champion is Cody Rhodes going to be. Backlash looks like a fun card. It is a action-packed title shot card, and I hope we just get some really good wrestling. The talking's done. Let's see these people fight. Let's see them perform. Let's see them give us a show that we feel is memorable and going to be a really good statement of the Triple H era moving forward. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Leave a comment below about your predictions. I'm going to reply to all of them. We can chat about wrestling. Follow me on socials. I post kind of clips on there. And this is new for me. So if you guys want to see other types of videos, tell me what you want to see. Thinking about looking at some old matches, reviewing them that I've never seen before. Talking about individual wrestlers and why I love it. I'm thinking about making a video about why I think WWE or wrestling is the greatest form of entertainment on this planet. Let me know what you want to see. And until next time, see ya.